Hi there, and welcome back to Northlight Photographic Workshops. I'd like to welcome you to, anyway. Hi there, and welcome back to Northlight Photographic Workshops. I'm Bill Schwab, and I'd like to wish you all a very, very happy and I'd like to wish you all a very, very merry, happy holiday. I don't know what I'm saying. Hi there, my name is Bill Schwab, and I'd like to welcome you to the Photostock studio here at Northlight Photographic Workshops. I'm deep in the woods, and it's winter time up here in the north woods of Michigan, and it's very cold outside. I was going to do this outside, but I don't think I'll do that. Because I don't know where I'm going with this, and I'll probably freeze to death by the time I get to it all. But I really wanted to wish you all a very, very happy holidays. And as you can see by my hat, I'm kind of in the spirit of it right now. It's been a terrific year, and you know, I mean, what an incredible year we've all had. It's you know, I mean, good and bad. It is what it is, and you know, I'd just like to thank you for being there and giving me this to do. It's been so much fun for me to plan these out and to execute them and to film them and to, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with it, as you can see, I hope. But it's a lot of fun for me, and I really like doing this, and I just can't thank you enough for continuing to support me. You know, I don't know how you found me, whether it be from the old days and you've been a supporter for a long time, or whether you've been more recent and you found me through YouTube, which is a whole other thing, or perhaps you've been part of my subscription list for a little while. But whatever it is, I can't thank you enough. You know, and this year I've actually gone a step further, and now I have Patreon, and I have about 50 supporters through Patreon. And those of you, this is a shout out to you specifically, whether it's $1 a month or whether it's $50 a month that you contribute. I can't thank you enough for that, and I hope that you feel like you're getting your money's worth out of this as I start to grow things and I get a little better at doing what it is that I'm doing here. You know, it's unbelievable because this channel here that I'm working on, other than being someplace that I put up cute little videos of my kid or you know, my drone videos, some of which are still out there. I mean, the last couple of years, 2 years ago, this didn't even exist. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary for the channel, and you know, I've got some special friends that really kind of push me toward this, and you know who you are, and I really can't thank you enough. Because it really is starting to pay off, not necessarily monetarily, although there is a bit of that, but more in just you know, my own satisfaction and fulfillment. It's a lot of fun to be able to teach these things to people, and you know, it's been really fun over this last couple of years to start off kind of green with it and teach you how to make mix up palladium, which you know, all of these videos will be linked up here or below. You know, it's been so much fun doing them, and my satisfaction is what I get back from all of you. It's been really terrific to not only have a new audience that I didn't have before, but to be able to connect in a different way with the following that I've had for some time now. And but the mail I get from people is fantastic. I mean, it's really something to be finding out that my work was known a lot farther out there than I thought it was. You know, I've had letters from people in Russia and people in Japan and people in Australia, and you know, it's been really fantastic to find out that people have been watching me for years but never really made that contact. You know, I don't know that if you know that about me, but any of you that really do know me personally, which there's a growing number of you, you know that I really like to make contact with people, and I think that something happens and you get this kind of, people think of you as being unattainable or as somebody that you don't want to hear from them, but I just love hearing from each and every one of you. I mean, the comments in the videos have been priceless to me, and you know, you can't imagine how good they make me feel every time that one of those pops up. And to find out that I'm helping people discover new things and find new ways of working. And even to those of you that are seasoned pros, it seems to be, it's fun to share these things, because even some of you have written to me saying that you've learned things that you didn't know before, or, came up with things that you hadn't even thought of before. And, that's what this is all about. We all kind of trade these things back and forth, and it's just really nice to have a way to get back and get across to you. So, it's been kind of a challenging couple of years for us, but, this is something really positive, at least for me, that's come out of this. And, and for a lot of you, it seems to be as well. And anyway, I can't thank you enough for that. And, it's just so really great to have you out there. And the fact that you're out there makes me rise to the occasion and try to make these videos better. I mean, at first I didn't think anybody'd watch them, but I think I'm up to 20,000 views on the Platinum workshop one that I did, and that's just incredible to me. I mean, I know people watch them over and over again, but the thought that I've helped or contributed that to this whole community that we have of photography and photographers is really, really special to me. So anyway, I can't thank you enough for watching these and for hanging out with me, through these videos. It's been a really great way also through this last couple of years of isolation that a lot of us have been going through to be able to have this. And, I'm sitting here right now in my studio, and it's, 11 o'clock at night, and it's snowing outside, but I feel like I'm talking to hundreds of you, if not thousands of you right now, and that's a really cool feeling. It's a really satisfying feeling. So thank you for that. And, through this video, I'd also like to recap kind of, what's been going on with everything. I mean, aside from all of the interaction and everything that I've had through this, it's just really cool, the things that we've been able to pull off this last year. And I'd like to go through a couple of those, if not all of them. I'm going to throw up some little video clips while I'm talking to you, but just the idea of what I like to do with this channel is not only teach you things and not only do these little online workshops, of which there's only so many of them I can do. I really like to travel, and you know that about me, that I lead these trips. I lead trips to Iceland and Faroe Islands, and in the next year I'm going to be including Svalbard and doing Norway, and I'm going on a very special trip up here in the next couple of months where I'm going to be taking my son on a trip, and as long as all goes okay, and the world doesn't change too much, I'm going to be doing something else that I'll bring to you as a surprise on down the line if it actually happens. I like to do these videos when I'm on the road, and I know that a lot of these views that I get from you, I know that the ones that are the most popular are definitely the process videos and the things where I'm teaching you to do something. But I really do like to do the travelogue things, and I like to do the day out videos with you, and I'd like to do the little short vignettes, and I like to teach you just little different techniques and things that I use, and I'm going to be doing more of those, and I hope that you'll also enjoy those. Another thing that I really want to do in the next year is to bring travel more into it. Now, there's a nominal amount of money that I've been making from these videos, and also through my Patreon, which is just incredible to be able to do, and I can't thank you enough for that support. But I have to say that mostly so far I've just been kind of holding on to that, and I've been kind of sticking it aside, thinking that I'm going to do something special for this channel and for everybody that is the supporters of this. And I think kind of the best thing that I can do, other than teach you different things, new things and processes, is to take you out and show you some of the world. So I really want to focus on that. And so I think a lot of the support that I get monetarily through these videos, I'm going to start putting that back into travel and some special trips and some things that I can document and perhaps show you some things technique-wise and some things that I do photographically while I'm in a little bit more of an exotic place. I mean, I'd like to go to different places in Europe. As you know, I take people to Iceland and to Faroe Islands. But I'd really like to start branching out a little bit more. And, as you can see, I'm getting to be of a certain age, and you know, I'm still really fit, and I'm at this point feeling really good, and I'd really like to get out there and see some things. You know, I've seen a lot of the world, and I can't say I've seen a lot of the world, but I've seen a lot of things in this world, and I've photographed a lot in the world. But there's a lot more that I want to see while I'm still able to do this, and it would be really fun to take you along on the journey as well. So anyway, I really appreciate that support that you give me through Patreon, and all of you that have bought my prints, and all of you through these videos that have bought the special negative and print offer that I do to show you what a digital negative looks like as opposed to the print that it makes. You know, and the little salted print that I've done, and all the little special offers that I've made through my website this year and for all time. The people out there, those of you know who you are, who have supported me in that way, and I can't thank you enough. I mean, you've been a big part of what I do and why I do it, and the very fact that you're still out there means a great deal to me, and I just hope you'll stick with me in the future. You know, and as I said, there's a lot coming on down the line, and you know, this year, what an incredible year, right? I mean, you know, a lot of us had been home. We haven't been going anywhere. This year, I was actually able to get out and get on the road. It started off with springtime down in North Carolina at the Penland School of Arts and Crafts with my really good friend Kara Kuklis teaching a gum over platinum course, and we had some really great students there, and it really started to brighten the future a little bit more. It really started to give us kind of hope that there was something more coming out there. You know, we had all of our vaccinations, and we were able to go down there and be part of this whole thing because we were under, we were inoculated, and you know. But then, you know, the rest of the year progressed, and we were finally, you know, I was unfortunately had to cancel my Svalbard trip that was going to happen in August because Norway hadn't opened to travelers until actually just recently, November 26th, they opened. I had to cancel that trip, but very fortunately we were able to continue with the Faroe Islands trip back to back with the Iceland summit for this year. And you know, if you haven't seen the videos of those, I'll link some of those up here or down below. Such great times, and those of you that came along and you know, stuck with me on those trips, boy, you know, I owe you a debt of gratitude for not only supporting me and coming along on the trips, but for, you know, giving me that feeling that the world isn't all done with and that we can still get out there and travel. And we had a great time, you know, and the group that came to Faroe Islands, and then the group that came with me to Iceland, and some of you crossed over to both of those. It was spectacular to be able to get out there and work with you again. And some of the things that we saw were just incredible too. I mean, from the incredible winds that we had in different weather to the beautiful weather that we had, and the incredible scenes and sights and sounds, and you know, some really great things, some not so great things. It was just incredible to get out there and to actually live with you again, and live and interact with people actually in the flesh once again, not only online here, which is a great thing to be able to do, but it's really nice to be able to get together with people. And I have more of these trips planned next year, not only my own personal travel that I'll share with you, but I have some other group trips planned. And the first one is the Faroe Islands once again, happening next April. You can, again, always look at my website in the workshops and tours area to see what's coming up. I'm going to be doing Iceland again next year. Svalbard is now being finalized now that the country is open. And with any luck, I'll be making some announcements about that in the coming weeks. Another thing, it's a big thing that I have not been able to share with you yet, which some of you know about, is my photo stock event that I have up here every year. Now, for the last 2 years, because of the troubles in the world, I haven't been able to have that. We always have it in June around the solstice time. This year, my fingers are crossed that I'm going to be able to do it. Now, I haven't made any concrete plans yet, but I'm starting to kick the idea around with some of my more close friends and confidants. You know, with things happening the way they are right now, we're not really sure because we keep going through different waves of good and bad. But I'm thinking about setting a date pretty soon. Something that's not so involved this year, something that's just more a gathering. So if we are able to gather, we are able to do it, but not something that's so large and so involved that takes so much of my time to plan and invite people and to pay for people's trips if they can't come. So if I do the photo stock this year, it's going to be a more old style version where we're just going to have some fun, and maybe we'll figure out who's coming, and from those people we'll choose presenters. We will always, as always, we will have the print viewing on the Saturday, which is something that I really want to start involving the general public in so that they can come and see that. Again, we're not really sure what's going to happen with that this year, so I hope you'll stay tuned. And by staying tuned, I mean stick with these videos, and also if you would, and you haven't already, go to my website and go to the subscription area and just sign up for my newsletter. It's free. You know, I send out a couple of them a month, maybe, more likely one a month, even less. But through them I make special offers of different prints, and I also make special offers of trips that are coming up. I let people know about things that I'm doing ahead of time there. So it's one way to figure out what's happening. A lot of the things that I lead, they tend to fill up real quick, so this will give you an opportunity to do that. I will also be leading some more workshops. We've had some, recently we've had 2 really fun workshops in the gum over platinum process. And you know, we've had 2 different groups of people come up here in October and November. It was a great time. Went through curve building. We went through the process of palladium and then laying gum layers over that. That is a video that I've got coming up pretty soon also. I'll be doing a demonstration video like I have with the other processes. So watch for that coming up here in the future. You know, there's a lot of stuff coming up here, and as long as things get back to normal the way they are, I'm going to be having a lot more offerings up here as well. So with that, again, I have to come back to thank you once again and to wish you a very happy holidays and a very happy new year. I hope that you and yours are safe and healthy. I hope you've got something to look forward to and you've got a really great year coming, because I think we all do. I think that it's coming on time that we're going to be enjoying ourselves a little bit more and being able to see each other face to face again. So again, look for the different things that I'm doing. I'd love to have you join in personally and in the flesh. But also watch for the things coming up here on YouTube that I'm going to be doing with my with different instructional things. I'm going to continue doing that. So thanks. There's much more to come.